Plaintiff Michael Jackson says the defendant is his cousin, and they are so close that they even shared a woman once. Michael's suing because he let the defendant borrow his car, but he wrecked it and failed to pay for the damages. Defendant Elliott Johnson admits that he and Michael come from a close-knit family, and they often get into fights together. Elliott denies owing because he claims his friend was driving Michael's car when the accident occurred.
Start with you.
All right, this is my cousin Elliott. You know, me and him, we come from a close-knit family. We always been real close. We did a lot of things together, fought together. We even shared a woman,
I mean, like one time or just consistently?
It was one time that was, the most memorable. I don't mean to brag, but I'm pretty smooth with the women. I'm like Doyle,
Well, was it only once then?
No. Well, hey.
Once was enough, she said.
Yeah. It was fun,
obviously not for her, it was only once. Let me explain to you, player. If a woman doesn't come back, that means that the first time wasn't right. They bam on Doyle's door. You talking about you like Doyle. You're not like Doyle. They chase Doyle around, stalk him. They be like zombies.
Yeah.
I know Doyle, and you're no Doyle. Go ahead, sir. I got a challenge on your player's card.
It's been tested and proven,
All right.
The card is official. It runs in the family. It's in our blood.
Good enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we come from a family of fighters,
What type of fighters?
Not the kind that started, but the kind that finished it,
Okay, with your hands?
Yeah, with our hands.
Okay.
Yeah, all the
They still do that, huh?
Yeah, we still get down,
All right.
Me and Doyle had a wrestling match in the back before he came out.
Now you're talking crazy. Go ahead, let me hear from you, sir. You give me some background.
Michael's my little cousin. I mean, I saw him from the time he was in diapers. I actually changed him a few times. I mean, we come from like you said, a close-knit family. I mean, the household was filled with women, and there were maybe 3 guys. Him, myself, and my younger brother. So we were always raised...
Out of how many? 3 out of how many?
Out of 8.
Okay.
So we were always raised to protect each other as well as the women in the family. That's just the way it is.
Good.
We adopted a little saying as we got older, you hit them, I knock them out. That's just the way it's going.
Okay.
And we had an issue once upon a time when my younger brother went out with Michael and myself, and one of Michael's associates looked at his chain and decided he wanted it. That didn't end too well for him. Michael hit him, I knocked him out. So there you go.
All right.
Since then...
You all in here bragging about all the wrong things.
I'm just telling
You're bragging about, we used to fight. You too. We fight people. We jump on people. How are you all with your career and children?
That's when I was young.
Tell me about some good values.
Oh, absolutely. That's when I was younger. I mean, since then I've been to the military. I went to the Marine Corps, served honorably, got out, went to school. Well, I've been working since then, but back in school currently for an engineering degree. I'll be done within 9 months.
Well, they're gonna kick you out. You keep fighting. You ain't gonna make that 9 months. Jumping on the teacher. Yeah, how about you? What you doing productive for yourself?
Well, I work at a hotel. I work at Sheridan.
All right. You keep jumping on the clients, then you're going to be fired, too. I know you all don't do that. Tell me about the car damages you're suing him for.
Well, I had a Pontiac G8, pretty spiffy, limited edition.
What year?
2007.
Okay, good car.
So we were out, and Elliott asked to use the car. So I don't think much when he asks. He always is a man of his word, so I tell him, I always say my little saying, you break it, you bought it, man, and you damage it, you pay for it. So he said, yeah, that's cool. I gave him the keys. When I didn't hear from him for a little while, I started to wonder, but I still didn't think anything had happened to him. So I finally got in touch with him, and he told me that he had gotten into an accident, with the car. So I went to where he was at with it. I was glad to see he was okay. That was my first priority. I was glad to see he was okay. But, I really didn't
When did you find out it occurred?
I mean, I went to the scene and the car was just smashed. It was smashed.
Okay.
It looked like it got dropped or something, you know?
Okay. Did you find out what had occurred?
Yeah. Yeah, he had hit a fire hydrant in a tree.
And a tree.
Yeah.
Wow. Was it total?
No, it wasn't total.
Okay. You have your estimate?
Yes.
Let me hear from you, sir.
Your Honor, I actually did borrow Michael's car. I went out with a friend of mine, and we went to a bar, and Marine buddies, we started to drink. I drank too much, and I knew I drank too much, so I decided I'm not going to drive back. So I asked my friend to drive us back. He drove us back. On the way home, he hit something. Now, I did let Michael know that he had hit something. I was not the person behind the wheel. Now, I did assume that Michael had full coverage insurance, in which case he would probably ask me for a deductible or something like that. But I didn't hear anything from Michael anymore. I mean, a year went by, I hear nothing. I mean, we're family. I would assume that I would hear something from my mother, his mother.
I'm sure it's a tight-knit family. We're family. Yeah, a person who destroyed my car, I would hear from them.
Exactly. That's what I was.
No, you.
I'm sorry?
Hearing from you. He didn't destroy your car, you destroyed his. So you should be calling close-knit family member. All this close-knit you all talked about, close-knit family member. What occurred, what's the result of the $3,500 loss I caused you? Have you been able to work it out and get your money back from your insurance? How can I help, close-knit family member? Yeah. You did nothing?
I did try to contact Michael.
Who do you think is responsible?
Well, my friend did my friend is the person that actually had the collision.
Why did you give him the car?
Because I didn't want to drive drunk.
Oh, okay.
At that time.
Do you think he can just give his car to anybody if he loans it to you?
No.
If you loan him the car, he just can't give it to anybody off the street. You have to give him permission to loan it to someone else. Could have loaned it to, as my favorite term is, could have loaned it to a crackhead. Then what? Ain't my fault. I loaned it to this crackhead and he wrecked it. Don't tell me anymore because it might get worse. $3,500 for the plaintiff. You guys have a good day. And slow your roll on the drinking and chasing the women, and that's been fighting. That's not a good image you want for yourself or that you want other young people to follow. I fight, I drink, I chase women.
It's been a while.
You know, I'm
been a while?
That has been a while.
Since you had a woman, period.
I haven't had.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Family is family. I mean, I did try, but it didn't work out. Obviously worked out on your side, so, yeah, no problem.
That's cool, man.